Hey guys, it's Alexi coming at you with this week's installment of Retro Gaming Goodness. More games in June for everyone to enjoy, and yes, we'll be switching things up in the following weeks. But hey, you'll know we can't just pass up the chance to bring you guys some awesome action, right? I mean, after all, it's part of our overall unofficial theme. Plus, we all know you're old school badasses, so it's all good. This week we're going straight up supernatural and mythological, from castles in the sky to more familiar castles that you've explored growing up. Best believe we're bringing some high-octane fun that's guaranteed to, at most, score high on the retro action scale, and at the very least, pique your interest. So let's get things started. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe so you'll always be up to date with the latest retro news. Click that bell icon so you'll know exactly when our news goes live. Let's go! Now, if you're a proud Amstrad owner, it's time to fasten your seatbelts because we're going up, and I mean all the way up. We got a little something for all the fans of ESP Soft's previous titles like CPC Jewels and Red Sunset. A brand new game called Gates to Heaven, which isn't exactly what you think it is, but at the same time is totally what you'd expect. The game follows humanity's savior, Ruperto Gonzalez, who went on to defeat the likes of Mr. Gates, no relation to anyone, and the insidious Micro Choft, also no relation to anything. Now this time around, it looks like the big bad Tech Zaibatsu made a change of heart under the new name Amsoft Plus, with different bases located among a bunch of unique museums. As Ruperto, it's your task to make sure Amsoft Plus stays afloat as you take down a few revolutionaries who are looking to seize control and bring back the old ways, well, the old big bad ways of Microsoft. So if you're into some heroism while being the standard bearer of some good tech, then it's best to check out Gates of Heaven. Retro gaming is great on modern console, especially if it involves a familiar story, but with a twist. It's all about balance, right? So if we're talking awesome, yet familiar stories, who better than a certain god of thunder, but smaller and younger? Tiny Thor is a new title for the PC, Mac, and Nintendo Switch, with some very tasteful 16-bit pixel art from Henk Nieborg, and a banging soundtrack by the legendary Chris Hulksbeck. This jump-and-run title combines elements of both action, puzzles, and exploration, all with the capability to wield and throw your mighty hammer. As Tiny Thor, you'll be using your hammer to beat up enemies, collect coins and jewels, solve puzzles, and explore a beautiful, detailed landscape with its own mystery secrets. If you're a fan of epic boss fights, lots of cool treasures, awesome special abilities, weapon upgrades, and massive levels, then you might want to join Tiny Thor on his adventure. So we're back at Dracula's famous castle, and let's be honest, we really don't mind. If you remember Castlevania's spectral interlude by Sanchez on the ZX Spectrum, you'll be stoked to know that we have yet another Castlevania-like title called Akumajo Dracula AGA. It's a work in progress for the AGA Amiga by Dante Retro Dev. You really can't deny the legacy that Castlevania has and the awesome games that drew inspiration from it. Some even became spiritual sequels, which is awesome. Now, thanks to Dante 3D Dev, players can still get a hold of the playable prototype featuring the whole first level, with its playable sections right up to the boss. The basic framework for the game is good to go, so you can expect an awesome playable demo. As of now, progress is looking good, with some new stages in development, so we just might be getting Akumajo Dracula AGA a bit sooner than expected. Fingers crossed. Well, there you have it, another week of sweet retro gaming goodness. If you have suggestions for any news to cover, or if we missed anything, you know the drill, let us know down below. As always, don't forget to like the video so YouTube's algorithm shows us some love. Again, I'm Alexi, and I'll catch you all again next time.